8:30 a.m. August the 26th, 2017. No perceptible water vapor generation. Lots of chem clouds. Not water vapor. Not water vapor. Oh, got the banding. I'll get that on the next pass. And all kind of technical difficulties here. Chem Cloud City. Got to keep that front over there, that storm, Harvey, over there in Texas. I wonder how those poor people are doing. I need to check the weather, the news. Let me reorient here. Okay, 8:26:17, 10:40 a.m. Just very curious that there's been so little water vapor production from ExxonMobil and back in the corridor in here where it really seems to emanate. And also over here too, it's always very dense compared to between this point and that point. Always kind of really dense right over here and back in here. At any rate, ever since this Harvey began to approach, very little water vapor production. Very little. Just curious. Not saying anything, I'm just saying that's the fact of it. And let's just pan around here. Lots of spraying, lots of Welsbach materials, which we haven't seen a whole lot of really in the last few weeks. This is a lot compared to what it has been. Oh yeah, look at the signaturing. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, I gotta get this. Time lapse. Time lapse. Okay, you can see from that segment of time lapse that that little cloud was moving east to west against the non-moving, streaky chemicals. That's just the way it is, folks. You start looking, you can see, you can figure it out. It follows patterns. The problem people have is that they don't believe it can be done and that it would be done, much less that it is being done. Once again, streaky streaks. Keep kicking the tripod here, y'all, sorry. Still working on my skills. Looking up and looking down at the same time doesn't work. Trying to catch some stuff by eye to focus in on. So here we are back at this little segment where that cloud blew through on the time lapse. You can see the radio signatures, the dithering. The stuff in here, coming right down here, that broken banding stuff that's really, it's running, you can see sort of a curve to it, and running perpendicular, so to speak, against the long streaky stuff. So yeah, Ooh, I see something over there behind the tree, a puffy thing. Let's go over here. Okay, puffy stuffy. Time lapse. Okay, as we could see from the time lapse, that there's clearly low-level cumulus-like clouds without a base, which means they were probably generated on ground. They're lower than these other chemical-looking clouds. So what are you going to do? What other conclusion can you draw, I should say? Oh, and look at that chemicals. Look at that chem cloud right there, rising up. Rising up. Clearly a base, but yet you got this stuff streaming off the top and rising into the stuff that's already there. So water vapor from the ground gets taken aloft by natural evaporation and by radar pulses. Long streaky stuff there and overhead. So yeah, it appears to be that there's an artificial layer up there, probably heavily ionized, even though you can't necessarily see it all. We see some of it as cloud, but it's all electrically active, or charged, I should say. You see these clouds. I'm going to do another quick time lapse here. Track some direction. Okay, so we can see that the air is flowing from south or south-southeast to north or northwest or north-northwest. And this lower level of cumulus-looking clouds, water vapor, generated from the ground via both natural evaporation, but also by rapid evaporation from industry. So we have the water vapor well below this upper layer of stuff that doesn't look like water vapor, and it's not. It's chemicals, Welsbach materials. That layer is not moving. It's higher up and not moving. All you have to do is start looking, and and you'll start seeing the patterns. So anyway, this water vapor, does it moving from the southeast to the northwest, is that going to like trap Harvey down on the coast? Anyway, that's the update, and that's my conjecture. Okay, 3 p.m. update. Getting some cloudiness. I really haven't even been looking out the window. I just noticed that the light was dimming. So we get something, kind of always comes out of right in here. When we get our little localized thunderstorm. It's like it comes up right through here. Man, what regularity there is in nature, huh? Yeah, it's not every day at the exact same time, but it's the same overall pattern. Anyway, let's take a sky scan of the sky scam. Sky scan of the sky scam. Oh, Welsbach up in here. You see it right there. Mixed with other clouds. I even hate to even use the word cloud because I used to love clouds when I was a kid. I guess that's why I'm still doing this stuff now. Yes, why I'm still doing it now, because of love. I love the clouds then. I still love real clouds and real skies, but you don't see any of that anymore, or too much of it. Even when it's clear and nice, there's always some artificial aspect to it. Anyway, once again, seeing little to no water vapor production coming from Exxon today, this afternoon, and the days preceding Harvey moving in. And let me tell you, if you really look at the satellite imagery of that thing, it never even resembled a tropical storm at all. Never had a center of rotation until they parked it where they wanted it and spun it a little bit. Okay, there's 3 bells. For whom does it toll? Man, it's hot out here. Humid and hot despite the lack of sunshine, but earlier today when I was out with the sun shining, the tops of my bare feet were getting burnt like crazy just after being out for a couple of seconds or minutes. Yeah, where are these clouds here, these low clouds? Just above the press box there. Where are they coming from? Why are they so low and huge? None of it makes any real sense anymore, Sky's filled with shit. And we have shit destructive weather. So yeah, you can't figure that out. Later, alligator. Okay, about probably 5:45 in the afternoon. Still no water vapor production, but we had a little bullshit, quote unquote, thunderstorm that came out of right over there, as per my last update segment. And so we just have this little dribbly, spitting rain that's not fucking doing anything, but there's a huge, massive tropical storm out in the Gulf. Oh, be so afraid. Well, I'm sure the people in Texas are fucking getting slammed with it, but still we got the shit over here. Always over here there's some shit. As well as always seems to be thicker over here. Thick as well over here. And at least from this vantage point, this entire corridor. Oh, it's 6 p.m. So let's just let the bell toll and we'll take our tour of the totally grayed out, bullshit, non-weather that everybody seems to think is so normal. People are idiots, I'm telling you, about so many things. I know it's pretty boring watching this same old shit day after day, but I'm trying to catch the patterns. And the pattern of water vapor production from ExxonMobil has basically shut down with the approach of this storm. So, I'm sure this moisture event coming in and out of the Gulf, it calls for a whole new set of special protocols. Anyway, I'm ending this for the day. I don't think much else is going to happen. We'll just finish it out with a little bit of time lapse. Oh, I just want to end with a couple of comments that ever since this storm has been approaching, I've been suffering off and on with headaches, general listlessness and malaise, and the air fucking stinks. Okay, back to the time lapse.